I'm so glad we're all talking about the Disney Channel scam auditions.
So I also went to the Disney Channel scam auditions. And I just wanted to preface this by saying these auditions I'm about to talk about are not at all associated with actual Disney. I've gotten the chance to work with Disney recently, and they would never promote anything like this. But anyways, when I was 13 or 14, I got this email from my agent at the time, and I later found out she was kind of a sketchy agent anyways. But at the time I was like, well, if my agent sent it, it has to be legit, right? So she said it was an official Disney Channel audition for Disney Channel casting directors, and it was hosted by Adrian, who played Esteban on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So it said it was at this hotel in Miami, and that we had to prepare a monologue and 2 songs, I think. So my mom and I go, and it's at this convention center in the hotel. There's tons of kids, probably like 150, 200. And first we just wait for a long time in this convention room. They keep kind of taking us into different rooms with different groups of people. And eventually they take a smaller group into this room to do the actual audition. So they gave us sides for a commercial, like a sample commercial. So we read that and then did the monologue. And then after that, they gave us feedback and like selected us then to go to the next round, which was singing. And in the midst of all this, they kept pulling my mom and I aside and being like, oh, like, you're so talented. We really believe in you. You're going to go far. And I'm sure now, like, they were doing that to everyone, but it really made you feel special. And that's the main thing I remember is, like, they kept going out of their way to make you feel special and, like, you're the chosen one. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be on Disney Channel. This is crazy. So they really feed into your ego and, like, that fantasy dream of all that. So then I go into the next room and I sing a song or maybe 2 songs, give us more feedback, and then they take us into this other room and we wait for a while. And one of the things I remember too is they were always filming us. Like even when we were waiting, there were always phones set up on tripods in all the rooms, and I think just filming us the whole time. So then we go into this other room and it's a group of maybe like 50 kids. And they tell us, like, we've been selected, like, we are the chosen ones, and we were the ones that got selected for Disney Channel. But they talked to us in that room for at least an hour and kind of stringing us along with that narrative. And then eventually they revealed to us, like, oh, actually, you guys were selected for this program in LA, this acting program, where then you're going to audition for all the casting directors, and then we're going to film you, and you're going to be a star, and then you're going to get on Disney Channel. And then they tell us, and I forgot the exact number, but it was somewhere in the range of like 40 to 50K, and that's what you had to pay to do this program. So we were there for like 5 hours, and they wasted our time and wanted 50K. So obviously we couldn't afford it and didn't do it, but it makes me sad that if you can afford that they would actually rope you into that and do that. So if you see something like this, don't do it, and don't get scammed by Adrian or Mate.